Oftentimes, as young people, we find ourselves more defeated than victorious in our walk with God.
We desire to fight the good fight, but who is there to fight with us?
Who is there to stand with us in the battles of life?
We look to the church, and often we see nothing but a valley of dry bones.
Something vital is missing. There is no power, no life.
How can we live a life of purpose, a life of victory?
The world is threatening to swallow us alive. How can we escape this pit of defeat?
Bible prophecy reveals that we are on the verge of eternity.
Signs all around us indicate that we are the final generation.
Spiritual darkness is everywhere, and Satan has increased his efforts to lead this world to utter destruction.
Before this happens, however, the Bible foretells that a great event will take place.
In chapter 37, the prophet of God is shown a miraculous vision.
He is carried out into a large valley filled with dry bones. God then asks, "Son of man, can these bones live?"
While Ezekiel contemplates this question, he is commanded to prophesy over the bones.
As he prophesies, something great happens.
The bones join together, ligaments and flesh come upon them, and the bodies are covered with skin. But there's still something missing.
There is no breath in them, no life, so Ezekiel is told to prophesy again.
As he does, breath enters the bodies, and they stand upon their feet, an exceedingly great army.
For the gospel to reach all nations, this prophecy must be fulfilled.
This very text inspired the creation of the army of truth.
As we came together to learn of Christ, to grow in Him, and to share His love with the community around us, a fire was kindled in our bones which could not be contained.
A fire which must spread far and wide.
This is the reason why we are inviting all young people to catch the fire.
The ultimate purpose of an army is to engage in war, but the army of Christ does not wrestle against flesh and blood.
The weapons of our warfare are not carnal but mighty through God to war against principalities, powers, and the rulers of the darkness of this world.
In other words, this army is not fighting a physical, but a spiritual battle.
This army longs to share the message of Christ's righteousness with all nations, to prepare them for the soon appearing of our Lord and Captain, Jesus Christ.
If you share this desire, we invite you to take up the armor of God and join us in proclaiming His salvation to the hopeless.
Receive His life-giving Spirit and stand upon your feet, an onward Christian soldier.